out here. Whoop down, huh? Put you up in the whoopee. About to get down. Chillax right here. Hey. Boy, man, he's checking it out. Yeah. Checking out the honeys. That's what's up. My boy. Alright. Want to look out, no? Some steaks on the grilly. And we're gonna chili. Ready for that action. Yeah. Ready for the action. Yeah. Get on the action. Get the action. Get the action. Yo, what up? Here we got. How's the food situation, dude? Dude, where's the food? Yeah. Hearty mushroom skewer. Turn your ass into manure. Yeah. I get mo from fewer. Then I drink all my doers. Yeah. I feel that. No. Okay. Yeah. Got to get down. Okay. Yeah, I think for a while, I mean, some people thought Donald Trump wasn't going to win. And so what they did was they sold out. Like, yeah, it could have been Don Ron, but Don Ron straight up threw Donald Trump under the bus. That could have been his VP, like right there. Just boom. He would have been in like Flint. But he decided to take a gamble for some reason. He thought Trump could be stopped, and he thought he was, he thought he was 40 years old and invincible, that he was a young man, that he could take on the elders, and he thought he was going to win. But yeah. So Ron DeSantis took a wild miscalculation that Donald Trump was going to fall under the weight of the deep state and Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and the rhinos, Republicans in name only. So he took a gamble that he was going to be able to be the Republican nominee, which was not true. Well, that's just proof that Ron DeSantis or Ron DeBlandness, he might be stable, but he's not that smart. So, in terms of like stability and blandness, he's got the boring skills down pat. But in terms of being smart, no. The man simply is not very smart. Yeah. Not very smart at all. Yeah. Oh well, he missed his boat, and he probably won't ever get to catch it again. And JD Vance does not care about taking Ron DeSantis's boat that he threw away because he threw it away. More mushrooms in there? Maybe so. Yeah. Cocorico Village. Ooh. Going into a rainy tropical moisture weekend. The weather people keep saying that the tropical storm doesn't have time to form. But if it stalls or something, then it might have time. So I've heard the weather people say, "Oh, don't worry about it." Before. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they could be spot on about that. I'm not saying they're not spot on. I'm not saying all their fancy computers and all their models are wrong, but I'm just saying that the weather can weather. So sometimes the weather just weathers. It doesn't matter how fancy your computers are or your education. Sometimes life does its thing, and yeah, I guess they used to say the boys will be boys, and I say the weather does the weather. Yeah, so kind of similar ideas, I think. Like nature's gonna be nature. Uh, Later, we're gonna do some we're gonna do some accounting modules and stuff. So not very exciting, but I'm gonna take a walk before I get on the computer for 2 hours though. So that's not gaming or reading or whatever, or watching videos or whatnot. It's just like too hot to go outside right now until it cools down, and so the storms will be that like perfect opportunity, like 2 to 5. Not while it's storming, but like before and after. I mean, everything will be cool down. All right, I see a shrine up there, so I'm gonna head up to that. to the mountain. I see the orange shrine beaming. All right, and then maybe I can unlock the final tower to reveal the entire map. Not every shrine, not every divine beast conquered, but at least so I can look at the entire map where I want to go next, and that'll be very useful. Coming down like Thor, dog. Yeah, that is cool. Like when Thor comes down, that's the thunder god, and he slams shit down on the enemies, like with the electricity, and he's like, "I'm here, bitches." And he just slams the shit. I always thought that was pretty cool in the Marvel movies. I think Chris Hemsworth, yeah, he's really cool, dude. Yeah. I know Chris Hemsworth is like a guy who, like, he's one of those really steady guys who always knows. Like, he just seems like a guy who always has known like what he's doing. I mean, I'm not saying he was like confused about it when he was a teenager or something like that. I'm not saying he had his shit together at 17. I'm just saying like the guy definitely had a destiny, and he definitely knew what that was, and he took it, without hesitation or fear, just about. And the other guy's really cool, Chris Hemsworth. It's like one of my favorite like action hero dudes today, besides Jason Statham and so on. That fake out for the Crocodile Dundee trailer. Oh my god. Yeah, if there was a time to do like 1980s nostalgia, it would be right now. But I think uh, that was just a Australian tourism industry video with Hugh Jackman and Margot Robbie, and it was a fake out with Danny McBride and Chris Hemsworth, son of Crocodile Dundee. Like he comes from America and it goes back home to Australia. And it was a pretty hilarious April Fool's joke. A lot of the fans that grew up with Crocodile Dundee wish that it was real. Um, so Crocodile Dundee 1 was a big success. Paul Hogan and Anna, whatever her name was, or what's her name? What I forgot her name, like Wachowski or some shit. Oh, Linda Kozlowski. Okay, Linda Kozlowski. What I call her, like Anna, Linda. What's the difference? Anyways, Linda Wazowski, and that was that other shrine that I was looking for. And it was like glowing orange. I was like, where the heck was that mother at? Yeah, so the first Crocodile Dundee, which I believe turns 40 next year, from 1986 to 2026. And so that one was a great fish out of water story, a outback, uh, a kind of like a Steve Irwin type outdoorsman dude comes to New York City, and he has trouble adapting to the urban and the big city life and all the shenanigans. And he falls in love, and of course the guy that wants to marry her is some rich douchebag or something. And anyways, it's a pretty good like romantic comedy with little hints of action when he needs to go into action, either in Australia or in New York to combat crime or something. Yeah, I knew I saw it on this mountain. Yeah, I can hear the clicks, but I don't know where. Maybe it's higher up or something. So Crocodile Dundee 1986 was a massive success. And Moglaton Shrine. Now, Crocodile Dundee 2 came out in 1988. And So instead of going from Australia to New York, it goes from New York to Australia in that one. Well, it goes from like South America drug cartels to to yeah, to New York all the way to uh, Australia. Like, I guess the problem is that I guess the deal with the movie is that uh, first and foremost, Crocodile Dundee 1 in 1986 was a fish out of water romantic rom com with occasional violence, occasional fighting crime. Like, so Crocodile Dundee was part lover mostly, and then kind of a he's a gritty guy, and he can fight, and he can fight crime and stuff like that, but he's not like a superhero per se. But I mean, if he has to throw down, he can throw down. I mean, he can whoop some ass if he needs to. And I guess the writers didn't really know what to do. Should they make it funny, or should they make it an action movie? And I guess the writers just could not decide whether Crocodile Dundee 2 was supposed to be funny, or whether it was supposed to be a intense crime thriller action movie. So yeah, it was. So I think that Crocodile Dundee 2 failed because it suffered from a major identity crisis. Um, yeah, they could have went, like into maybe not Lethal Weapon territory, but you know how like Lethal Weapon is like, if they're gonna go intense crime drama, they can do it where it's occasionally funny, but maybe it's more serious if that's the tone there. But they would have to keep that tone throughout the movie, where yeah, maybe it's funny sometimes, but like yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, Crocodile Dundee 2, it goes from gun battles uh, to Mick Dundee dropping an egg on the ground, and the audience trying to reconcile whether they think that Mick Dundee doesn't know how to cook an egg is funny, or is this like a movie that we're supposed to take seriously? So, um, Crocodile Dundee 2, even though Crocodile Dundee 1 suffers through a lot of 1980s isms, um, I would say that really Charles S. Dutton as the cool fly guy is so forgettable. Um, I don't know if there's a heavy punk scene going on in America by the time 1988 rolls around, but there's a lot of like cultural cliches going on in the movie that don't really hold up today. I mean, it's interesting in a time capsule perspective, but it's not necessarily. Okay. Shit. All right, let's take a ride, baby. Yeah, we made it. On the train. Yeah, there we go. All right. So I'm not even sure that the comedy even lands in Crocodile Dundee too. A lot of the characters, a lot of the street characters are bland and hokey. Um, you know, I think I just shoot it. Like a lot of the punk characters are like cliche, and they're just I don't know. It's not clear how or why these people are even care about Crocodile Dundee, like why they help him out or anything like that. It's just like you're cool, dude. You cool. You got the street job, and it's just really silly. Maybe when I was a kid, I would just I didn't even I didn't hardly care, but you know. Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't really care about the criticisms, but when I rewatched it as an adult, I was like, oh, I know why this movie isn't that successful. I know if Crocodile Dundee was like a smash hit, they would have gotten a Crocodile Dundee 3 in production at least by 1990 or 1991. But yeah, I think it could have been a pretty solid trilogy had it been, I guess action comedies are just tricky to begin with. So essentially, yeah. Oh, right, exactly. Got your flame spear. I still need that. Yeah. Ah, that was the barrier. Do, 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 do. We'll just do that just to be Robin Hood for a while. Legolas. Raiden wins. No, it's not Mortal Kombat then. Yeah. Yeah. Dun, dun. So the problem with a final chapter of Crocodile Dundee is that Paul Hogan is super old. So he was already old, back then. So I was like, hey, he's as old as my grandma. Oh, he has the same birthday as my grandmother. He turns 86, October 8th. Wow. He has the same exact birthday as the day Paul Hogan was born, my grandmother was born. Wow. I'd almost forgot about that. So he turns 86 the day my grandmother does. So, I mean, if they could whip a movie together before he died and he had a really long longevity, then, but Crocodile Dundee 2 was not a big success. Um, as a kid, I liked it, but as I grew older, I realized, it had some major flaws. Crocodile Dundee 3, 2001. I didn't see it because it looked like a piece of crap, and it was a piece of crap, kind of, sort of. And I don't like those movies that are like they have to solve an art mystery or something. Like I hate movies like that. And that's exactly what the movie was. It was like, oh god. I hate almost all movies that have to do with solving a crime in the art gallery. Like I just do not find that compelling as a as a plot line, like at all. I don't care if it's Beverly Hills Cop. I don't care if it's Crocodile Dundee. I don't care if it's fucking even Mr. Bean. I was like, what? Like I just hate the idea of stolen paintings, even if it's like fucking Mona Lisa or something like that. I just don't. To me, the stakes aren't necessarily that high in an art theft normally, and so that doesn't really fire up my imagination as a movie uh, as a movie patron, I guess movie fan. So why does Hollywood make movies like that where there's a art heist or something in Hollywood, like Crocodile Dundee in LA, Crocodile Dundee 3? I think they make them because it's easier, maybe it's cheaper, or it used to be, to make movies in LA about Hollywood, and so it's just cheaper, and it's just as simple as that. They can knock out a cheap movie, and except for going to Australia, which just happens just very early on in the movie, they don't really have to have a international worldwide budget, too much. Back in it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, found my boy right here. Yeah. All right. Hopefully everybody had a good time going back to Skull and enjoying the oh enjoying the public or the private school experience. Yeah. Most people go to public school because it's just it's public school, taxpayer funded, and then for some elite kids they go to private school. They go to you know uh, expensive but esteemed academies, and for the parents that can afford to send their children to St. Thomas or St. John's or whatever the different schools are. So the student gets a better quality of education than the public school most of the time, but it's expensive is the catch. You got to have a lot of money to go for your kids to go there, for the student to go there. So there's the catch. But the people that got money, they don't give a rat shit, because it's like they know the public education system is kind of food barred. So for the most part. Okay, so now we're in the yeah, those Australian women are hot. Like on Sky News Australia, like a lot of the anchors on there are fucking mega babes. Plus they got like Nicole Kidman, um, Margot Robbie. Oh yeah, they got plenty of hot babes going on in Australia for sure. Take some of the Aussie women to the penal colony. They might need to be penalized. Yeah, probably Australia would be the most powerful country in the world if it didn't have a big outback, a big desert in the middle of it, of a wasteland. Yeah. So if it was like nothing but just farmland and trees and just endless mountains and forests and stuff and plains, they would probably be the most powerful country in the entire planet. Saying if they had better geographical resource, geographical gifts. You're gonna make it? We don't have Rivali scale yet, so we're kind of raw dogging this. What were they before the people came up with the internet expression raw dogging it, and everybody was raw dogging it? What do they call it? Like back in the day, like back in my grandpa's day, they called it like roughing it or something. Yeah. I mean, roughing it and raw dogging, those are so similar that it's like I don't really care about the nomenclature. To me, it's the same shit, so I don't care. It's kind of like fap and masturbate. It's still jerking off at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what you call it or whatever hip phrase they come up with. Still the same bull balls. It's still the same. It still means the same thing. Yeah. It is still fun to study English language internet parlance to see what the new buzzword is or whatever, the new trend or whatever the fuck is. Yeah. Those can be interesting sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Yeah, my mom wanted a chart to show all the different generations in American society. So, I got Grok to come up. No, I'm sorry, I searched for it. At first, I was using Grok trying to show her what the. So it was like the different generations in America since the 20th century are, what was it? The silent generation, the greatest generation, and then what? Was there the lost generation in there too, or was it just um, maybe the lost generation was the silent generation too? I'm not sure. But anyways, so it goes from the greatest generation to uh, which I think is like my grandparents to the baby boomers, um, the post-war period after World War II, and then it goes to Generation X, and then the millennials, Generation Z, uh, and then Generation Alpha, and then after that, there's going to be after Generation Alpha, there's going to be Generation Beta, and so after that, it'll be Gamma and Delta and so on. I believe they're using the Greek alphabet. So yeah, but some of these generations, when they're born, we won't be alive because we'll be dead. So because we're older, not everybody watching this is older generation, but I'm saying like if you get too far down the Greek alphabet, you may not even be alive when these new people are born. My mom was saying, "What about Omicron?" And I go, "No, it's Omicron's way down the list." It's like I don't think anybody alive right now, even if they're babies, is going to be alive for Omicron generation. Definitely, a lot of people aren't going to be alive for Omega generation, probably. Medical advancements aside. Um, Omega generation. Oh yeah, the last one's Omega. Yeah. Don't confuse your O's. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Grok I have is I don't pay for it. It's the free version, so it wouldn't create me the generational chart. So showing all the different generations and their names from the 20th century to now is the parameters that I put on it. So I just found a handy chart online that was already color coded and everything. Well, this is the challenging one, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of having trouble with this bad boy. We're gonna tackle it though. Get on it. Yeah. It's not gonna hold me down for long, Dawn. Long Dawn Silver. Oh, there. That's what I was looking for. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah. Oh, is that a? Okay, it's just a tower. It's not an extra. There might be a shrine up here though somewhere. Let's try to take on this bad boy. Try to get up this way. Uh, yeah, they had the pill on Twitter X for boners. It's like you don't want to be hard all the time, but you need to get It says you need to be ready to be hard when you need to be. That was like the erection pill. Yeah. Sometimes there's unintentional erections because like I know working with the public, a girl like a really hot girl or like a really attractive woman would come up and buy some stuff sometimes, and I'd be like, doing. Yeah. So those are like unintentional ones, but you just have to hope that she doesn't see that you have a big boner. And so thankfully most of the time I had an apron or something that would hide the boner until the woman could leave, and or the young woman or whatever. Yeah. It's probably more frightening not to have a boner as a guy. Like if you have a flaccid penis, that's probably like even worse. If there's no boing, then it's like, there's nothing going on down there. Yeah, it's more like being dead or something. Part of your body doesn't work anymore. It's like being paralyzed or something. It's not a good feeling, I guess. Yeah. That's just some of the junk on Twitter X is like boner advertisements. I mean, boner. Boners. All the kids are ready to do that calculus homework, huh? They're like, and most Texas schools, they took away all the kids. They made a law to take away all the devices. That's got to be so funny. Like a kid sitting there for 8 hours, like we used to, and just like there's there's no gadgets or anything. Just like sitting there for 8 hours with a teacher, and there's no internet, and there's no laptops, there's no uh, cell phones or smartphones. The kid's like, "Oh crap! I got to talk to people. I have to socialize. Oh no! I got to talk with these people at lunch now. Oh shit!" It's like, hey, maybe kids they don't like smuggle weed and cigarettes and tobacco and alcohol into school anymore. Maybe they just like smuggle in like devices to get on social media or something. Like, hey man, you got the stuff? Yeah, I got the internet, man. I got I got the smartphone, dude. Let's watch. There's like in school smuggling and shit. E-smuggling in school. Oh, cool. My dog is so bored that she started to snore. Yes. It's always great to be that boring. That'd be awesome. Dog's falling asleep and shit. I I was hoping my content would be like ASMR for my dogs. And okay, we got a shrine. We'll deal with Skeletor's cave later, but right now we got him. Oh, is it that way or is it? Doot, doot. But yeah, check up top, see what's up. Unless it's like a hidden cave or something. Oh. Okay. Or is it on ice? It could be totally frozen. Yeah, that looks like about shrine size right there. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's frozen down. Frozen. Yeah. Oh, it's protected by the wizards. All right. We got some wizard protection going on here. It's fine. Hey boy, smile for the camera. Ooh. Okay. All right, those boys are taken care of. And let's go on to the next matters on the agenda. Well, I pick up these ice rods when the flame spear's broken. So I guess kids today still have books in school, I suppose. Yeah, I'm guessing. Maybe maybe they have a school laptop. I don't know. Or is it just like probably be like a hybrid between computer and old-fashioned books? Maybe it's still all full hybrid. I'm not sure. Luminous stone. Yeah, that young girl was really lucky finding that. Was it 2 million? It was a. Was it a 2 million? Yeah, it was at Diamond and Craters State Park in Arkansas. Yeah, I went there before I visited my grandparents. I was on my way to Missouri to go to my friend's wedding, and I stopped real quick. I got a shovel like I was playing Legend of Zelda, and I went to the local shop, got me a shovel. But it was August; it was super hot, and yeah, I felt like when I was buying a shovel to go digging, I was like, man, this feels like Legend of Zelda. What I'm doing right now, looking for the diamond with my shovel. Yeah, it's a very Zelda thing to do. It's like a young girl that found it, right? Yeah, there it is. New York woman finds diamond for her engagement ring at Arkansas State Park. Oh, she's not that young. She's just like young, like what? She's like 18, 19, 20, something. Okay. Old enough to get married. Woman finds 2.3 carat diamond for engagement ring at Arkansas State Park. Woo! She didn't even have to buy her own ring, or her husband doesn't have to, or her fiance. Oh, she's 31. Michelle Fox. Michelle, mine. All right. Michelle Marvel. It's Michelle Fox. Is she a fox? Yeah. Not bad. All right. There you go. Yeah, it was so hot. It was so hot in the Diamond Crater State Park. It was like the dry heat, not like the humidity. It was just like being in a crater, and like you're on not Mars. That's cold. I recall drinking one bottle of water, and it wasn't enough. Well, the temperatures just climbed into the hundreds, and yeah, and it was like a dry heat, and I just felt really dehydrated. Yeah, I didn't find a diamond, uh, so it was kind of a bummer. I didn't really have that much time because I got lost in Arkansas for a while, so I lost time to search, unfortunately. So yeah, well, that's good that she found the her diamond, her engagement ring. Yeah. Offer before me a block of ice, then the path will open. Got to be patient, like Indiana Jones in this. Indiana Tones in the Temple of Tunes. Yeah. What do we got to do with this? Oh, do we got to? What we got to do when they come for you, bad boy? Why won't you slide into my bedroom or whatever? What you feel is what you are. What you are is beautiful. Oh yeah, wanna get married and run away. The Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah, that was great. The 1990s music was tits. All right. Okay, underneath the fire. What's the next phase of this? What's the next phase of this maze with the blaze? Okay, I think we remember. Oh, don't want to become Indiana Bones and the Temple of Ruins. Ooh. Yeah, I think for Crocodile Dundee too, the bad guys were too cheesy. Like, yeah, because they were like they weren't even like scary drug cartel guys. They were, I don't know, they were like they were well educated like thugs or something. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not saying that there can't be drug cartel members that are well educated in Central or South America. I'm just saying like normally the guys are like real thuggish and like dictators and stuff like that. So typically speaking, I mean, generally. So what are we gonna do here? Well, guess what? How do we solve this puzzle? Do 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 do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You do that, of course. Okay. Yep. There you go. Now, booyah. Woo. Later, all the haters. Woo. Ice, ice, leaky. Do 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 do. Ice, ice, Zelda. Do 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 do. Here's your ice, ice, gravy. rice and gravy. Do, 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 do. Ah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Where were we on this fantastic voyage? On this incredible journey through the legend of Zelda? Who's your Zeldaddy? Ooh, don't make it so exciting. The only thing, I've lost track of that tower. Oh well, let's get back on track before we lack. So my grandmother actually might be coming here before her and Paul Hogan's 86th birthday. She's crippled because she had a few strokes and she's in a wheelchair and all that stuff. But she wants to come and see how Houston's holding up these days, and maybe go to Galveston, maybe see some friends, some old friends and stuff. So, kind of her last tour on Earth, unfortunately. And so, I guess we all have our last tour on Earth one day. Everybody's got their last tour. Yeah. One day for everybody, right? So. I don't know if she'll be well enough to come, so we'll see. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's my boy. Good boy. Yeah, key. Without a doubt. We're gonna Yaki it up, boy. We're gonna get it Yaki'd for real. Oh. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. So the kids without their smartphones, do they get up or do they get off of school and it's like they're vampires? It's like I must get to my smartphone. Like I've been 8 hours without smartphone. Ooh, my boy Bear knocking me out. No. All right. Oh. Get you down, boy. Better recognize Bear. Blow this shit up, dog. You ready for me? I hit the bear in the dairy air, but you know he still doesn't care about me. Ooh, give me that beat, cause I am the chief. Better have the belief. Y'all better get recognized, boy. Where's your mama? Get it off me, son. Done lost the plot. Best get off the pot. That's a talus right there for sure. Without a doubt. I'm going to avoid the talus right now. So I'm looking for the tower. I'm going to avoid the Lionel just because I can't fight one right now. So, until I have more powers from the Divine Beast. I don't know where that tower went, but it's a lot of haze. There's a lot of haze. But there's not a lot of days. Hey. There's a lot of haze, but there's not a lot of days. Y'all best respect my boys. You want to take a squab down with me, boy? Take care of your ass. Want to throw it down? Throw it down. Y'all better know. Yeah, put this boy on the The little escape route. I put all the bombs, and I put my bomb in it. Right. My boys. Break yourself. Ah. I just handle business. Ooh. Handling business. Got the bomb arrows, yeah. That's what I needed. Blobby. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Been spotted. Let's do it like bowling. Ooh. Ooh. Merry Christmas. And a happy new bleed. Ooh. And a happy new kill. Ooh.
We got a big ant problem.
Where?
The whole wall of the fence and the gate
Oh, yeah.
up under there, there's ants, 10 million ants
Oh.
everywhere. And
Or are they about to be washed away by the tropical rains?
I'm going to spray a bunch of crap, and then we're going to take the water hose and spray everything away.
Okay.
Move the bricks.
All right. Isn't it about to thunderstorm? All right. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Ants in my pants, do a dance, take a chance. Ants in my pants. Ants in your pants, do a dance. Take a chance. Find some romance. Oh, you have what I want. That boomerang. Boomerang thing. Oh yeah, where are we going? Good idea. We're gonna go outside and destroy the ants. That's where we're going. But my aunts will be fine. My aunts will be okay, but the ants will not be. Yeah. Buttholes. Uh-oh, crap. West Vatorsa. Ooh. You almost hit my Vatorso. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Straight up. No. For that embarrassing ass whooping. No mercy. Alright, what's the best sword I have? Okay, this one. Oh, ye? Demons. Ah. Good one. Oh, shit. Fucked up. Damn it. I don't know if this was a good idea or a bad idea. What do you think? No, bad idea? Ooh, smashity poopins. Photo. Smashity poopins. Hobo faggins. Oh, this is a bad idea. Can't. Shit. Ah. Oh, bad idea. Let's bring him out here because under there I can't. Come on, baby. Do 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 do. See if he'll come towards me. Come. Welcome to the team. Ooh. Just sealed your destiny. Now your destiny is complete. golden bow. I'll trade the golden bow for the ghetto bow. I mean the ghetto bow for the golden bow. You can keep the ghetto bow. The bow of the ghetto. Here we go. Gerudo. Ah, fascinating. Cool. Ah, that's right. Oh, it's true. Yep. Tight. Time to go take care. uh,